All right, all right. Yeah,
That was the intro.
black supremacy, man.
A little bit about the book. Wait, name of the book again?
Black
Black supremacy. Yeah.
Okay.
No, we're gonna talk
Supremacy.
though. We're gonna
Important.
talk.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Say it
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, man. It's a lot of info in there, man, and it hits you. Boom, 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 right in the face. So, all right. So, I guess we'll jump right into the show. And we already started the show. Shit. All right. So we're gonna first clip. We're gonna react to Dr. Umar. He was on
Little Yachty.
Little Yachty's podcast. I don't know what the name of it is, and he had a little idea about BBLs and who's responsible for them.
Brazilian butt lifts.
All right, so let's jump right into it.
Carcinogen, because I think a lot of that garbage they put in their bodies is cancer causing. But guess who I blame for it? I'm not blaming my little sisters for getting a BBL. I'm not blaming my little sister for getting that collagen in their lips. I'm not blaming my little sisters for getting them breast implants.
Who you blaming?
I'm not blaming my little sisters for getting those car windshield wiper eyelashes.
Propaganda, social media.
I'm
Who you
blaming
blaming?
us.
Who? The
Black
black
man?
man?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Why?
Because we have sexually objectified the black woman.
Yeah, but you don't think women make?
Let me finish this, and then you're gonna come back on me, y'all. Because you're one of the faces of hip hop.
Yeah.
In the videos, I'm not holding you accountable for what everybody does, but generally speaking, there's few mediums of media that have sexually objectified the black woman more than hip hop. So, if I'm a little black girl and every other music video I turn on, she's half dressed with big breasts and a big ass, and I want a black man to want me and like me, and I probably ain't got no daddy because the white man locked him up or the police killed him off, what am I going to do to be attractive? I'm going to go and get a BBL. What I'm saying is black men, not just hip hop, I want to clarify. Black men, period. Professional black men, athletes, everyday brothers, all of us. I don't want to make the hip hop community more responsible, but y'all definitely leading the pack in terms of the sexual objectification of the black woman. If hip hop and the black man in general did not sexually objectify the black woman, we would not see the BBLs and physical surgeries that we are seeing from our black women to try to look more attractive. That's on us. They're doing.
All right, so Dr. Will James, we didn't ask you this at the beginning. Like, what's your relationship status?
I'm taken.
You're in a relationship.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
Is marriage the goal?
Well, by my beliefs, I'm already married.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, your first thoughts on Dr. Umar and his stance on BBLs?
Well, I appreciate Dr. Umar. You know, he gets a lot of slack and all of that stuff, but I support what he's doing, trying to build a school. We need a private school. Um, when I achieve my wealth, I want my own private school so that we can properly educate black youth. As far as the BBLs, like I think it's you can't push it all on the hip hop community, but did we see this much of the BBL stuff going on before it was so big in hip hop? Like prior to like Nicki Minaj, Lil Kim, Cardi B, was it as big as it is now?
No.
Nah, I don't think
No,
so.
So-
definitely wasn't.
I think hip hop and the woman in hip hop have to take a certain amount of the blame. Like I don't see how we can't push blame towards them. Like that goes back to what I'm saying with the role models. if you in the club and you shaking your behind to Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, Lil Kim, all these female rappers you look up to, you like their music, they go get a BBL. You feel like men like them because of their BBL. Naturally, you start seeing the promotion of these BBLs. Where else did it come from?
When you say, one question: Do you think hip hop is the predominant black culture?
Yes. Right now, yes, unfortunately.
Right. Okay. All right. So that, kind of, and then you said another thing too. You said that they feel like men like it. Wouldn't that put the onus back on the men?
No, because they don't know what men like. They feel like
They
men like
feel
it
like men like it, right?
without knowing what men like.
Right.
Men don't really like that.
But if men weren't, that's why I'm a little conflicted on it, because it's like, I feel like they do it for themselves. I feel like women are vain. They do what they compete with each other, but they compete with each other for the gaze of the man. You know what I mean? So there's got to be a market for it. You know, there's got to be, if men aren't choosing, and men of value aren't choosing women with BBLs, then I feel like they would stop getting BBLs. Saying it is one thing. Married men saying it is one thing. But once a man gets some money and he's in the club throwing it, and if the BBL chick is being rewarded, then it's kind of like an ongoing cycle, no?
No, like, no. Let's be clear. Let's be clear, because back before this became popular, you had women that had a fatty, right? Then they might not have nothing up top, right? Yeah. You had some that had a flatty, but they had it up top. You had a chick that was slim that had a pretty face. It was different varieties of women, right? And then women, not a man, said, you know what? What if I put all this together to be high power? A pretty face, big breasts, a big ass, everything. Like, I'm not lacking nowhere, right? But before, you had men that says, yo, I don't care about the top.
But
I just care about the bottom.
Though, right. But they saw it work, because in the middle of that, what you missed was J-Lo became the biggest thing. And J-Lo was known for having the big ass.
She didn't have no top.
No, we're not talking about the top. We're talking about BBLs, all right?
That big though.
And then after that, Kim Kardashian became the big thing.
I understand.
Right?
Okay.
So if they keep seeing something work for a group of people, and they naturally have it, some of them don't, whatever, then I feel like the whole top and bottom thing is a now thing. But we're talking about the BBLs. Boobs been around forever. Like, women been getting boob jobs forever. We're talking about that procedure of making your ass bigger. Either you put a Fix-A-Flat in it,
at this
fat transfer, whatever.
We passed that point. We're talking about the fat transfer, not the Fix-A-Flat shit, right? Mm-hmm. At there was a point where a girl that didn't have a big butt, she was okay with that if she had something else going for herself. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, all right, if she didn't have an option to do that, she was okay with how she was.
Look at Halle Berry back in the day. She was thin, like a whale. Like she, you know what I mean? Like some chicks were just all face.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that worked for her.
Yeah. But
she was the baddest chick on the planet at one time, right?
Right.
So, like, what do
they saw it evolve. They saw it evolve. They saw how men gushed over J-Lo. They saw how men. All I'm saying is that we have to be cognizant that there is a market for it, and the market creates demand, right? Doesn't a market
everybody didn't love J-Lo. He had her core group of people that liked that body type, and all right, she was popping. She became popping. She became a popular musician and movie star. Right. Mm-hmm.
I feel like she separated herself from the pack because of her
Kim
ass.
Kim Card because of her ass.
Yes.
Her ass
I'm
didn't-
off.
Her ass.
Nah, I mean, when I look at the 90s, though, like we had Aaliyah, Toni Braxton, Janet Jackson. We had a whole bunch of Halle Berry. Like you said, we had a whole bunch of like fire musicians and actresses who were just walking around natural. Over the last decade is when we've seen this like influx of the BBLs and stuff like that. And it just so happened we've seen an influx of female rappers getting it done right now. So I don't know. I think it's a correlation.
It hasn't spread to the actresses though. Like you did say that, but it hasn't. Like you said, the 90s actresses too. But the actresses today, like there's no.
Even our rappers, they was all natural back then.
Natural,
the female rappers, MC Light, Salt and Pepper,
MC Light,
Queen Latifah, Lauryn Hill. They had and that's look at that. They had natural bodies and they had real skill. Ain't none of these rappers touching Queen Latifah or Lauryn Hill. None of these current rappers, female rappers. Lauryn Hill will dust all of them.
I just don't. I don't think men should take the blame for that.
Absolutely not. That's
think,
on women.
I think women, they idolized these women, or they saw they saw how media, mainstream media, was pushing these women. Because we're not talking about black women. You got to keep that in mind. We're talking about a Hispanic woman and a whatever the hell Kim Kardashian is. And black women, they ate that shit up like candy.
Yeah.
And they all of a sudden, now they want to be like these chicks because it was promoted to them. That wasn't black men saying like, yo, this is what we want. Y'all gotta you know what I mean? It's mad dudes out here that don't got no what would you say?
I feel like at first it started off with the money makers, like the strip club. Like it started off in the strip club. Like the strippers would get it.
You said that 1,000 times on this show. Like, yo, it was for sex workers. Right? Yeah. And then it transferred over to mainstream.
But who's the market for sex workers? Who's the market for OnlyFans? Who's the market for strip club? Who's the men? If men are giving women with fat asses money, women without fat asses are gonna go get fat asses to get more money. It's like 1 + 1 = 2. I don't know.
Every man does not like a fat ass, bro. Every man doesn't like a fat ass.
Spending money, do. I don't know,
bro. Come on, bro.
Come
on,
man.
Nah.
So all right. So what matters more, if she got a fat butt and an ugly face, or if she got a pretty face with a flat butt or a regular butt?
I think it depends on who you're talking to.
I think about, man. Come on, man. Think about growing up.
Cause I feel like
there's usage for
there's
it all,
a name
right?
for that now. We used to call them butterheads, but I think now they call them baddies. I feel like the chicks with the ugly faces and the bodies, they call them baddies now.
Them BBLs look terrible. That's terrible. They look like ants.
Even a good one though?
They never get a little bit.
I don't see no good
They
ones.
never get a little bit. It's always like, you know what I mean?
It's always disproportionate.
It's something that's good. Bro.
I've never who the person.
I don't. I'm talking about.
Married man. I don't be listening.
Yeah.
Well, you got eyes. You on Instagram. You on Instagram.
I can't say.
If I saw a good one, I would name it, but I just haven't seen any good ones. They need to go sue the doctor. And it's a dangerous surgery. Like people are dying. And you risking your life for an enhancement. Yeah. And I know women who already had a natural figure that was nice, and they still went and did it.